Hello, and welcome back to Capers. We're playing on Roll4It right now, and oh god, OBS has changed everything. There we go. I hate it when it does this. It's done an update, and now everything is very different. There we go. It's fixed, though. Hi, welcome back to Roll4It, where we from East students get together a few times a week to play some lovely tabletop RPGs. Of course, today we're playing our sponsored game of Capers, sponsored by Nerdburger Craig, who is also GMing for us. Hi, Craig. Which way do I have to wave? That way.
Hello. I don't know.
Oh, and so we have some announcements that we're going to be announcing later today. We won't announce them now because we're short on time. This is only a 2-hour show, and this is the penultimate of our Capers shows, so we need to get moving since things were left off a little bit tense last episode. So there will be an announcement later. Bear that in mind just before VTM, so stay tuned for that. And of course we do a VTM later. So, details. If you want to know details about Capers, we have some lovely links in the chat which you can get discounts to the hardcover, the softcover, and the PDF all bundled together in various different versions of what you want that you can get a little bit of discount on if you so wish. You can help support the show and you help support Craig, obviously, make some amazing more RPGs. And I believe you have a 40s themed Capers Noir Kickstarter starting in 10 days?
No.
That's the sign of a developer who's just going through hell right now. There we go.
So everything's ready to go. I'm just waiting on the video. Should have that this weekend.
Oh, yay. I like whenever that's like everything's going smoothly. It feels good.
Well, smoothly? Sorry, I'm... Okay, I don't know what that is. Anyway, so if you want to be able to support the show and you want to be able to support Capers and Craig, you can go check out the versions of Capers that we have in the links with discounts. And if you go check them out and you end up like going through and buying them and so on, you'll be able to support Roll4It and you'll be able to support Craig because, you know, Craig's always sponsoring us to do this show and paying the cast cost. So the more people that are like, hey, it's a good idea to play RPGs with Roll4It, we should pay them to play RPGs, then the more we can do this and the more we can support awesome little devs who do really cool indie things. So, thank you. Please do check them out. Either way, I think it's time. Craig, where did we leave off?
Yeah. When last we left our gang, they had discovered the bleeding body of Bruce's brother, Officer Ray Grillo, at the Giggle Room. Flip and Bruce took the wounded man in blue to the hospital, where he told them he was gunned down in Hullabaloo territory, but that one of the supposed Russians had a bad Russian accent. Back at the Giggle Room, Kitty and Lucille tidied up with the more worldly Lucille, making sure young Kitty knew there was some tough stuff going on. That night, Kitty and Bruce snuck out to talk to local hobo Daryl. The drunken Daryl reported he saw Tommy 3 times and a trio of others dump Ray's body on the Giggle Room steps. The next morning, the gang went to see Joe the Boss Mazzaria, who was none too pleased to learn that Rothstein and the 40 Thieves are looking to finally make their move against him. As Lucille cozied up to him, Mazzaria gave the crew permission to pursue Tommy 3 times and make an example of him and his cohorts. The gang sent out their feelers and learned that Tommy would be making a pickup at the Red Spot at 2 p.m., so they converged there. Lucille went inside to coax Tommy out to the street, while the other three waited in hiding. However, the moment Lucille went in the front door, 3 shady characters took up guard at the entry. Flip, Bruce, and Kitty maneuvered into position while invisible. Inside, Tommy saw through Lucille's ruse and put a gun to her ribs, leading her out to the front door. Upon their exiting, Kitty felt the barrel of a gun being pressed against the back of her head. And that is where we stand, one might say, in a standoff. Remind everybody, Lucille, you are visible and all. I believe Kitty became visible when she knocked one of the fellas down. What's up with Bruce and Flip?
Flip is currently invisible and has probably walked closer now, seeing that Kitty's got a gun to her.
Okay, and who was making Bruce invisible initially?
I believe it was Kitty.
It was Kitty.
Okay, so that means you're visible now too.
Yep.
I have a thing that I'd like to do whenever I can. I don't know what like the...
Okay, well...
I have a thing I want to do too.
It looks
I don't know
likely,
which person you want to give that to, so I'll let you choose.
It looks likely that violence is about to erupt. So why don't we do this? Before we get into initiative proper, let's let everybody do like one prep thing. This is like one thing that you might be doing. You might say something if you want to try to intimidate them or talk somebody down or do something. If you want to activate a power that affects only yourself or your one of your allies, go ahead with that. If you have other ideas, let me know. Just like this is like snap, like quick snap decision of something to do before everything goes to hell.
I can change my power boost at will, right? So that's not a problem. I'm going to use my manipulation on myself to manipulate my card draw.
Gotcha. So you've reshuffled everybody's decks back in.
Is that the good Joker?
That is the good Joker.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
Damn!
I'm going to change that order to that, and then I'm going to dump that over here.
Okay. So that's that. Did anybody else? Kitty, did the thing you wanted to do work? Does that work for our little moment of hesitation before?
If I can. So I would like to activate Dimension Step.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I might have learned a thing or two from my pops in his dimensional pockets. And I'm debating like what I want to do with this.
For the viewers, she's actually creating a disc-shaped portal next to her. It's very, very visible.
Yeah. The other option is I could make a little one behind my head after they shoot type of thing. So I can redirect boost, and one time before the beginning of my next turn, when a projectile attack hits me, it misses, and instead a small pair of portals redirects the projectile. So I was thinking having it, when they shoot at me, having a portal behind me and a portal in front of their friend, so that the projectile goes through there and goes to their friend.
Well, that boost is intended to really just be a miss.
Okay.
Not necessarily additional damage, but if you wanted to activate that boost to just have your bacon saved, should that gun go off before you get a chance to act.
Yeah, I would like that if I can.
Okay. Anybody else got anything up their sleeve?
Oh yeah, Bruce
is looking for revenge, so I imagine you've got something planned.
Bruce is getting angry at the sight of these people that are 100%, no doubt about it in his mind, the people that shot his brother. So he's just going to try and intimidate them and just start shouting like, you owe me revenge. So I'm going to take you down. Let's do this.
Is Bruce an emotional guy?
Yeah.
I would say so.
That kind of thing getting this way. I'm going to let you do a charisma diplomacy check, but at disadvantage because you're just so bubbling over with rage.
Oh yeah, that's fair. What exactly does disadvantage mean? I've never
Minus one card.
One less card.
Okay, so charisma and diplomacy. Oh, I don't have that.
Really?
So
I wouldn't have thought that Bruce Grillo, made man, would not have diplomacy.
Hey, you shush. Right, this is my one and only card, by the way. It's a 10!
Alrighty, it's a 10 of clubs.
It's the only card I get. It's a 10. I'm fine with that.
Okay,
well, could he moxie to get a new card or no?
He could moxie to get a second card. He could. But he's of the group of you, he's the lowest on moxie. And if things go poorly here, he might need those. So, but it's your call.
I have 3. I think everyone else has 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Depends on if you spent any.
I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick with the 10.
All right. They like the. Keep in mind, remember that there's the fellow that's Tommy that's bringing Lucille out. There was the woman who went invisible, and that's supposedly who's got the gun pressed at the back of Kitty's head because nobody sees this happening. Kitty just feels it happening. And then there's the man and the woman who both kind of got knocked around a little bit. The man and the woman, they seem to have a moment of hesitation where they're kind of like, ooh, maybe this is going to go poorly. But Tommy is unimpressed.
That's fine.
And you don't know about the invisible woman because she's invisible.
No. Oh, I think I can't remember who saw her disappear.
Go invisible.
Yeah, you
Or
did.
at least
You
I
saw
know I did. I saw go
Yeah,
invisible.
we don't know what she's up to, so that's fine by me.
Kitty has a pretty good idea. Lucille, anything up the sleeve?
Yeah. The moment I come out and see all this going down, oh my god, sorry, I'm cold this morning. She says, you know, you really shouldn't touch a girl without consent, and then she's just gonna liquefy at his feet.
Bloop. Okay, perfect. So you are liquid. What color liquid do you turn into? Are you like T2 silver?
I was thinking more like a partially transparent, like snot color.
Oh, lovely. All right.
It's like a weird greenish, like blue, and it's just nasty.
Oh.
Okay, let's clear that card, Bruce, and let's do initiative. For in Capers, normally you're flipping multiple cards to make attempts to do things. With initiative, that is what's called a reaction check. It's a quick snap.
Oh, I forgot how initiative works. Do you mind if I change the card order then? I forgot.
Yeah, you can do that so that you draw your initiative first. Gotcha. Right. So that's going to be a 1-card flip for everybody, and then you add your agility score and +1 if you have sense.
Oh God, do I have sense?
Okay.
Do not. Wow. Lucille is going last.
And Bruce is going also last.
Oh.
4 plus agility.
I have 12.
I got 7.
4 plus agility. Okay, I got 6.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, sure, Josh.
The strongest fighters, we go last because we're special.
Have we lost Kitty? Kitty got a card. Do we have a card? She was preparing revenge.
That's right.
Okay. There we go.
This is my initiative.
Is that
right
you
now.
got a 12 or 13? Because you've got like crazy initiative.
I have 6, or I have a 5 agility.
Have you got sense as a skill?
No.
Okay, so you're on 13.
And that's me.
Oh
Ah.
For simplicity's sake, let's all tilt the card if it's your initiative. That helps to keep
I was
things.
about to say, it's not letting me. Let me let me just refresh Roll4It. It's not letting me spin that card I pulled.
There you go.
Thanks.
Okay, so bad guy's going first. Gonna beat you by a point or two. Then it's gonna be bad guys. I say bad guys. I always say bad guys, and we're playing gangsters.
I mean,
we'll just-
worse guys, right?
Right. Well, I'll just call them the bad guys because I'm gonna keep doing it. And then I guess Kitty, just because of that gigantic agility score. And then Flip. And between Bruce and Lucille, who beat the other one with agility?
The house always wins.
Bruce and Lucille.
I got
Oh,
7.
I got a
total?
6 total.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Bruce and then Lucille.
I mean, it makes sense Lucille's slow because she is currently goo.
Yeah, it's good that you turned into liquid because you are DFL, as they say. Dead frickin' last. All right, bad guys. A gunshot goes off. Right behind Kitty's head. And I am drunk. Wow, that's amazing.
Yay!
Okay, well, it's gonna be a miss no matter what.
Yay!
Oh, thank goodness. But can I still do portal? Come on.
Well, that means that portal is still in play for some other check.
Oh, ooh.
So, yeah. So she just like she got thrown off by, I guess, Lucille turning into a puddle of goo. Got a little flustered and didn't come anywhere near shooting in the back of the head. So the other two are kind of thrown off by Bruce a little bit. So they're suffering disadvantage, but they're going to go. Let's see who's right there. Oh, sorry, Kitty. Yeah, you're a big old target. Look at all these low cards. I'm going to start kicking.
Yeah,
out.
bad Joker!
Bad Joker. Nothing good for them. So that guy's done. And then the gal. Okay, here we go. We get to hit some. They're coming up, they're starting off thinking that this is going to be a fist fight with brass knuckles. So that's going to do 2 points to Kitty. No, actually, you know what? It's not, because I don't think that Jack's going to hit Kitty.
Kitty, what's your defense?
What's your body score?
My body score is a Q, so 5.
Queen.
That's a miss. I'm going to play it dumb this time around. From now on, I know you've got a queen. Jack would be a reasonable card to stick on normally. So that's a miss.
Especially
And
against
then-
a child.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Whatever. And then Tommy turns into a gorilla.
Okay.
Just like a gorilla appears. All right, cool.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I saw that
I'm
coming.
imagining a gorilla with like
To a giant gorilla and starts
little
doing one
straps
of
and little
these
pants on and a little
over
hat.
to-
I feel like this just turned into King Kong. Somebody's
Over
going
to
to
Bruce.
carry Lucille to the top of a building.
I think
Over to
Lucille
Bruce.
can carry herself.
Bruce, does a queen get you?
No
Bruce.
fair.
Does a queen get you?
A queen for my body score?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
going to
like
be
the
4
fact
points.
Bruce is like, oh, what are you looking at? Come at me. And the guy's just like, okay, gorilla. Bam.
Boom.
And Tommy 3 times the gorilla comes up and just pummels Bruce for 4 points. And it's Kitty's turn. That was a really ineffective first round. For
I
the
beg your pardon.
You'll be fine.
Can I shout something out of turn order?
What's that?
Can I shout something out of turn order?
Just a quick shout. Pretty much anytime. Yeah, free action.
Kitty, get out the way.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Do that.
I am going to then. I'd actually like to just use my dimensional boost and like step through and be behind the person who had the gun in my head.
You can take your best shot at that. They have their turn, so technically she could have moved.
Okay.
What boosts did you take? For dimension?
I took redirect boost, range boost, and chaperone boost.
Okay. So you can kind of do the step through, hopefully getting behind that person.
Yeah.
Impossible to be sure until they appear, because apparently they took a shot at you. She flipped 4 cards and took a shot at you while invisible, so she remained attacking.
Okay.
She's
So we
got
still
a-
have to she's
got a shooting skill of at least 5,
Oh, jeez.
because she flipped 4 cards and she had to stay invisible with the attack boost. So,
So
anyway,
how does the spell work whenever I'm casting that in? Like, what am I adding to it?
for the boost or for the shadow dimension step, it costs you a portion of your normal walking movement. You'll see the activation says
Yeah,
like,
it gives up
action.
half my movement walk. Yeah.
Right. So it doesn't. There's no check involved. In fact, viewers, everybody, players, you'll realize that most of the powers in this game don't require you to make a check. They're simply things you can do because you're super. If you're targeting something, that's usually when there's a check involved. For you give up a little bit of your normal movement in order to do this cool dimensional movement, and you still have your regular action.
Okay.
So you could attack, you could talk, you could climb, hide, you could whatever you want to do.
Okay. Can I try to? So can I dimension step and then, like, kick her? Like, swoop? Try to? Try to. I hit my microphone. Try to like sweep kick her. So basically, I jump through the portal and I sweep kick.
Sweep the area where you think she is.
Yeah, where I think she is because she's invisible.
Sure. So you'll take your shot. You're going to be
Okay.
at disadvantage because you can't see her, but
Yeah.
advantage because she's not expecting you to portal around her if she's still there. So those are going to offset. So you're at your normal check.
All right, and then I also have athletics or acrobatics. Does that count or no?
Yeah, you can do this agility acrobatics.
Okay, cool, sweet. All right, here we go. And then
If you
I get
confirm,
one less card because or 2 less cards because I'm using boosts. So I only get. Normally I would get 6. I only get 4 because Okay, cool,
Oh
cool.
no.
Because I want to hold. I want to have both of those boosts up.
No.
It
5.
could be an oh no.
No.
Oh, no.
No, it's gonna come out this last card. Yeah!
Oh my god.
With a complication.
With a complication, but hey,
Okay.
I don't know if because there's nothing else I can do about that.
You can Moxie,
Oh,
but would
could
you want
Moxie
to
go
an
on the
ace?
card, sure.
yeah, I don't think I want to.
Take the complication, it's an ace.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Okay. So that's a flip and a knockdown. Well, it's you with the boost because it's an ace. It's got a boon. So yeah, you managed to sweep far enough around and managed to kind of catch her. She wasn't right where she was. She looked like she moved a bit. And you catch her, you knock her, you hear a satisfying thud of someone you can't see hitting the ground, and and so with that sound, you know pretty much where she is at this point. And there's a complication. Yeah, I know what that is. Okay. Flip.
So how close are they all standing right now?
Everybody's, within about 10, 12 feet of the steps.
So the bad guys specifically, how close are they? Because I got the feeling they were, most of them, maybe not the gorilla because he moved to attack Bruce, were relatively close.
The other two are pretty close to one another, right near the door where they kind of both got knocked back against the wall by Kitty. The gorilla has stepped away from the door.
Okay.
The gorilla has stepped
And
away.
the vaguely invisible one, who I saw Kitty react and then jump behind them and sweep kick something, is she near the 2-ish? Give or take 5 feet. 10 feet, sorry, 5 feet radius.
Sure. Here
Okay.
comes a blast. Here comes a blast boost, right?
Yeah. So, Flip stops being invisible,
Woohoo!
and now you can see that his eyes are on fire. Don't harm my daughter! And I'm going to use Heat Beam, which is going to be boosted to power level 3, with Blast Boost and Damage Boost, which uses it to 1 card.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, it's a good Joker. And
Sure.
I'm gonna land it so that it hits those two and just stops short of Kitty, but hits whatever it was she kicked on the ground.
Okay, what kind of damage does the blast do?
It does. You deal suit hits, and it's the good Joker, so it's a 4, right?
We treat it like spades, so we treat it like 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plus 2, so that's 6 damage plus Joker.
6 damage. Yikes. Okay. The man incinerates.
Oh.
Yeah, he's done.
Okay.
The woman takes a bunch of damage, and then invisible lady, you're not sure.
I assume that people become visible when they die.
Yes.
Okay, so she's probably still alive.
Probably. So I'm gonna do this though, because you don't see, you don't know, but I'm going to spend Moxie for her to reduce damage.
And what sort of things can I do with a good Joker?
So that, hold on.
The
Red
sorry.
card reduces 2 points of damage.
Ooh.
What was the comment?
What can I do with a good Joker?
Well, with a good Joker, it's a success and a boon, and you've already done a whole bunch of damage, so you could turn that other boon into something else that's appropriate for fire. So one of them could catch on fire, and have to extinguish themselves or take a little bit of.
Sure.
Continuous.
Whichever one swung at Kitty and got almost close enough that they almost knocked her hat off, that one's on fire.
This is of the visible person.
Yeah. Oh, unless that was the guy that died.
Yeah, the guy that he's out. The woman. Yeah. Okay,
The woman's
so
on
she's
fire then.
I made a little note. She's on fire.
Yay.
And and then it's a good Joker, and so you get another action.
Okay. Sure. I'm going to use my ability to draw from my deck again with 3 cards because I've cleared the Joker.
Is that a boost?
It is a boost, so I will lose a card on the next.
You will not be able to do that right now. You needed to declare that before you took an action.
Ah, okay. So it's...
Because you wouldn't have had any cards to flip otherwise.
Okay, so they're not treated like two separate actions. They're treated like two actions back to back.
All in your round.
Right, in which case...
So is first.
You can still do the normal effect of the power, which is just check the top card and see if you want. You can discard it if you don't like it. Or you can, and if you choose not to discard it, then you just queue it up as your next play.
Okay, sure. And is that a action? So we'll take the action slot, or is it a free?
What does the activation say?
I believe it's a free for.
Yeah.
Let me just pull it up.
Typically, that's a free action, but you can only have one thing queued up at a time. Like,
yeah, anytime you manipulate your deck, you have to spend something
everybody's deck all at the
yeah,
same
you have to
time.
spend something from your deck until you can manipulate again. So yeah, I'll draw the top card since that's free. It is a queen. In which case, I'm going to do a follow-up attack, and I'm not going to do the blast boost on it, but I'm not going to do the damage boost. I'll just do the blast boost. So I have two cards this time. I spend the 3, I spend the queen, I stick a queen.
Okay, that's going to do, what, 4?
This will be 4 damage because I dropped the blast boost.
Drop the blast.
So the fire now is just like red and orange as opposed to before where it was like this white, almost blue.
Okay, clear those cards. I'm going to have to try to prevent some damage for her. Yeah, that's going to prevent most of it. So, now that the firestorm has raged, are you quite done?
My shirt's probably burning a little bit, but yeah.
Okay.
Jeez, the destruction.
It's Bruce's turn, sorry.
Yep.
You almost Flip almost took all your glory away from you there.
Sorry.
I know.
I didn't know why. I was like, oh, good Joker, my first card. Sure.
Bruce is kind of hyped by the explosion of fire, so he squares up with a gorilla, puts out his palm, and activates his concussion beam.
Concussion beams!
Yeah! And that's a level 2 power that I have. So I'm going to activate the damage boost, which gets me +2.
Yep.
And then I get to draw 1 card.
Sure.
I might have to spend Moxie on this. Yes.
Yeah, probably.
This is the body of the thing, I think. Yeah. Okay. King. I spend Moxie, but I got a King of Hearts.
So you've got King Kong.
I kinged Kong.
You did. Yeah, that's going to hit for 5, right, with the damage boost.
Oh, yes.
But I'm going to go ahead and reduce most of that, actually.
Ooh.
By spending... The bad guys have Moxie, too.
Dang it.
And, whoops.
I'm pretty happy with that, though. That was good.
That out of there. Anything else up your sleeve, concussion boy? Now I want him to get hit on the head so that he'll be concussion boy.
No, nothing for the moment.
Gonna keep squaring off against the gorilla.
Yeah,
Lucille.
still squaring off.
Okay.
Hey, Lucille, bottom of the order. Finally got to you.
Finally, it's okay. I'm just hanging out in liquid form. Is he still standing in near and on top of me?
He's moved away from you a little bit because he didn't have anything to grab onto anymore.
Okay.
And so he saw Bruce coming around the corner.
All right. So I guess who is left in terms of standing? Because we've killed off quite a few of them.
Invisible on the floor lady who got burned, right? Then there's
So
guy against the wall who's... woman against the wall who's still alive but burning. Guy who's dead on the floor. And gorilla. Is that right?
Yes. You've taken out 1 so far. There's 3 remaining.
Okay. The invisible
Tommy,
woman.
Invisible woman, and the other woman.
And I'm guessing she's not so invisible if she's on fire.
Other woman is on fire.
Oh. Okay. All right. It's a free action for me to come out of liquid form. So now that he's not, my plan, if he was still standing on top of me, was to punch right up through his groin. But that's okay. I was gonna go from liquid to punching, which is fine. It's fine. Let's. How big is this gorilla? Is it like an average size gorilla, or is it abnormally large?
Look, let's say it's abnormally large. This is like a circus attraction gorilla.
Oh, okay. All right. I am going to.
6.5.
All right. One guy's down. There are 2 women. One's invisible. All right. Lucio comes out of liquid form. She is going to wrap her arms. Her arms like extend forward. Stretching arms. Her stretching arms. Her elasticity is going to. I'm going to boost and use. What is that one called? This is not ladder arms, though that's a thing. Tied up boost. This is the tied up boost. I'm going to elongate 2 limbs, and I'm going to wrap them around her. Actually, I can elongate all 4 limbs and my neck up to 15. Yeah. So actually, if I can do all 4, what I'd like to do is like, when I come back, my legs start elongating up to 15 feet. My arms go outwards, and I want to pick her up in the air and drop her.
You can attempt that, sure.
Whoa, okay. I think that's what I'm
going to be. That's going to be a strength check at disadvantage. She's going to be actively fighting you.
A strength check at disadvantage.
Strength athletics, we'll call it.
Oh damn! I was hoping for acrobatics. Okay, strength.
No, this is a
2.
pure might kind of thing.
So I have 2 there, so that's just 2 cards. I was trying to see if I get anything else, and then the elasticity itself is also 2 because that's what I leveled or I ranked upwards. So
right,
4.
you're not rolling any. You're not flipping anything based on your rank and elasticity. It's just.
So it's just a flat strength.
Yep, this is one of those powers. It's just the ranks just give you additional capability.
Oh, whose cards?
There's no check involved because you're not targeting. The way you're targeting it is by making a strength athletics check.
Yeah, whoever the free and king is, can they clean them?
There you go. I'll take that. That sounds great. So looks like a Jack of Hearts.
Jack of Hearts. You lift. We'll say with a jack. We're gonna say you lift. You get her kind of like 10 feet off the pavement, not extended.
Not extended.
You're halfway through the clean and jerk.
Okay.
You cleaned her.
I cleaned her. Okay.
You haven't jerked her up above your head yet. She's heavy.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, then I'm gonna try. I'll hang on to her and try again next round to get the full extra 5 feet before I drop her ass. So.
And she's on fire.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That's okay.
No, I mean, she's not covered in fire. There's like a little fire on her, and so her turn comes around, and she's going to attempt to. She's just basically struggling up there now, just doing everything she can to get out of her hands and extinguish herself. So she spends the turn extinguishing herself. She burns herself a little bit in the process.
Yeah, Lucille's like, would you just stop moving? I'm gonna drop you and put the flames out. Don't worry.
The invisible person becomes visible, and yeah, because she's
Do we recognize her?
She's do you recognize her? No. Well, she's the woman you saw. The 3 of you who were outside, you saw her with the other 2 out in front of the
before she went invisible.
Door.
Yeah.
If you recall, Daryl did describe 4 people, including Tommy, that dropped off the bleeding body of Ray. So you can make your assumptions, I suppose. And he did say there were 2 men and 2 women. So she is going to just a second here, I gotta find something because I don't have everything memorized, even though
I was just wondering because I remember we saw that Carla chick, or I saw that Carla person in the one place. That's why.
Oh, that was Carla Luciano. That's Rothstein's right hand.
Yeah.
You've not seen her since that first episode.
Okay.
You guys chose not to go after her. That would have been fun. Would have been dueling probability manipulation characters. Yeah, she's lucky.
Oh yeah, I remember. I did a scan of all her powers.
Okay. She looks at Kitty and kind of concentrates her brain power. Can we clear that card, Lucia? Oh, come on.
Yeah! No!
There we go. Does a jack hit your mind score?
Oh my god, my mind.
Yeah.
Probably my mind score's not that high. I would assume.
And that's
Mine is a 9.
okay. That's going to hit you. That's going to be spade. So it's and it's suit damage. So 4, and it's a boost.
Ooh, hang on.
Spades.
Can I reach out with my new ability?
Did you do it on your turn?
God, no, I didn't.
Now you know.
I still had
I don't think
my
a dimensional
redirect.
portal will help against a mind effect, right?
This is a
Oh
mind.
no, that's right. This is a mind effect.
Yep. So she's going to hit you for 6 hits. And you're going to immediately forget.
What does
that
it look like when she hits me, like with my mind stuff? Like what?
There's like her eyes glow. She does one of those kind of brainiac things where she's kind of concentrating on here. Her eyes glow. You are racked with pain throughout your entire body. Throws you cross-eyed, blurs your vision for a second. You stop.
What are you doing to me?
And then you immediately forget that she attacked you that way. You don't know you just got attacked by her.
Did the rest of us see that?
Dang, I was gonna have a
You all see something weird happen. You don't specifically know that it came from her, but you can piece it
But you
together.
heard me say, "What did you do to me?"
She literally has lost that 2 seconds of time.
Oof.
It's gone.
That's cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
don't do that to my daughter.
The forgetting boost. I can shoot you with mind beams, and then you don't even know.
Okay, I think I've already laid down the law on this. Don't hurt my daughter, right? Do we need to go over this again?
And then the gorilla's gonna go. Hey, Bruce.
Bring it.
Yeah, I'm gonna consider it broughton.
With a 6.
I say that with a
and then a 2, and then a 7.
That's
Oh my god. Okay, I've got. Come on.
Tommy, 3 hits right there.
4. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna moxie one.
Please, Moxie
got
2.
Gotta get a freaking hit. Is a 9 gonna hit?
That doesn't hit my body score.
That doesn't hit you?
No.
Whoops.
I'm dueling a gorilla.
And then I'm gonna spend 2 moxie and take another action. Oh,
Bruce,
Lord.
stop monkeying
Come
around.
on. Just nothing above.
No!
There it is.
I'm gonna take the chance because I don't want a complication for him right now. That's the last thing he needs. There we go. He's gonna punch you.
Oh, that gamble, bro.
Oh, I don't have anything for this.
Hey, you guys all saw me blow through those low cards, right?
That's true. Eventually, that's the thing about the deck system. Eventually, it's going to pay back.
Is this
that's
person
just-
punching him, or what?
It's a gorilla
what are
punching, right?
Yeah, it's just a gorilla that. Well, it's not even punching. You know how a gorilla just gets up there and just
Swing.
like
Whoa.
just
Pound. Yeah.
the living crap out of things.
Oh, okay. How many hits is that?
It's 2.
Okay, that's
Oh.
not too bad.
There's suit damage. I just wanted to get away from having a complication because he's already low on moxie. So we'll take those out of there. Invisible person, lady, put herself out. She's going to try to get out of your. Well, she can't really. She spent her turn kind of trying to get herself from not being on fire. So Kitty's turn.
Okay. I can't do the witty remark I was gonna do because now I forgot that she.
Oh, no.
hadn't
Kenny, do a
got
witty remark!
up. So I guess I'm like, oh, what did you do to me? And then I'm gonna kind of like assess my situation. And so now I don't know that she just had a gun to my head, but she's in front of me.
Yes.
Um,
And she has a gun in her hand.
she has a gun in her hand.
It's not funny.
I would like to use my gun on her.
Of course you would.
I'm going to declare that I'm going to be using my super agility boost. I would like to use precision boost, and also I would like to use dodge boost. So that would be -2 to my firing.
Okay.
And I'm guessing that uses my agility, right?
Agility guns.
So agility guns.
If you're the
Ooh.
gun skill, right?
Yes. I have 2 pistols.
You have the skill in them, though.
Oh, I didn't know there was a skill.
Sure. Did I? Okay.
I don't
Upper
know.
right of your character. Oh, actually, yeah, you're using a different character sheet.
Then it's just agility -2.
I don't have the skill. I didn't know that was a skill. Okay. I will do my thing. So 9. Is that a 6? I can't
It's
read.
a 6. Yeah.
4.
We know
I
she's
can-
crazy good, but
Yeah, I can spend a moxie to get another card, right?
You can.
Okay, here you go. GM, you can have it. Wait, was that a Joker?
no, it's a jack.
Jack.
Oh, Jack. Okay, sorry. 2.
Oh!
Oh
A
no.
2 and a complication.
I think I spent another moxie to take the Jack of
That's a
Diamonds.
botch.
Yeah.
Take another moxie to get the jack back.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
And yeah. Oof.
Okay. And that's a gun doing what? Suit +1, right?
Suit +1, and then also because I use precision boost, the guns and ranged weapon attacks deal +2 hit damage until the beginning of my next turn.
So 5 damage. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend a moxie from her and take that down to 1 damage.
Wait, is it? Yeah, 5 damage. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot it was a jack. Damn.
Yep, Jack 2 is worth 2 +1 for the gun, +2 for the boost. But that just ended up being a graze on her because I'm blowing through the bad guy's moxie. When they go down, they're going to go down quickly. Anything else, Kitty? Want to spend those 2 remaining moxie and take another action?
No.
No, all right. That's not surprising. Lucille's sitting on a bunch of. I'm just waiting. Oh boy, she's got something up her sleeve. But first, it's Flip's turn.
The only thing is, her sleeves aren't quite long enough now, so her hands and arms are just completely out of the sleeves. Yeah, Flip's gonna step forwards in between the woman and Kit. I thought I was very clear. Don't mess with my daughter. And I'm gonna just unleash again. I'm gonna do the card thing first. And I'm gonna use my boost. So I will be at -1 card this turn. Oh, well, that's a tough choice.
Both with complications. There are a few things that make me more happy than players who constantly flip complications.
So
I
I've
think
got a
it's fun
question.
as a player too.
With my heat beam, it just says effect you deal suit hits damage on one target, so I don't have to like beat their body score. I just deal suit hits when I use it, right? Or
Sure.
do I need to? Cool. So that's the order I'm gonna go with.
As he steps in front of me, I'm like, Father, I was fine. I can do this myself.
I'm gonna use my heat beam again with damage boost, but not blast boost.
Okay.
And first card, a 5, I ignore. Then a king of a complication, I will take.
Okay. So that's with that's blast boost. You said? Or no, not blast. Damage.
No,
boost.
yeah, damage boost. So that will be
This is
1
for-
plus 2, so 3.
The invisible woman.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 3 on her. And a complication. She was right in the midst of kind of, just unleashing all of this psychic energy. And you stepped right in front of, in between her and her target and are going to get a residual little bit of it as the complication. We're going to call it 1 damage.
Sure. Okay. Then
That she, basically, the last of that psychic damage that was directed at your daughter just got popped into your head.
I'm going to spend 2 Moxie.
Uh-oh.
And I forget what I just did. And so I say, I thought I was very clear on this. Don't mess with my daughter. And I do it again.
All right, you're being a smartass about it. I'm going to let it be color damage to you this time. So that's 2 this time.
Plus 2 from...
But you deal 3 to her.
Okay.
So you take 2. She's still got.
That's
like,
fine. I'm totally cool with that.
Smart ass.
And then free action, I am going to look at the top of Kitty's deck. Kitty, which color's your deck?
Orange.
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 Yeah, you can keep that.
And
Nice.
that's going to be your next card to flip when it comes to your turn. Bruce.
Yep, I am battling a gorilla. I see something bad happen to Kitty, though. So I'm like, hey, you, invisible woman, take me on. I'll take you all on.
Oh my god.
And reflexively, a new power emerges in Bruce, seeing as the mind powers emanate, and I will activate the Mind Shield rebound boost.
Nice.
Right, so if you get hit with a mind power...
It rebounds. So protecting my brain, and at that point, I go in for a really hard hit on this gorilla.
Okay.
I was handling it perfectly fine. Why does everyone feel like they have to...
Throwing a fit in the middle of the fight.
That was more of a general to anyone who wants to take on Bruce sort of thing. But yeah, that's probably how it felt.
All right, so what do you got?
Hitting a gorilla, is that agility athletics?
Hitting a gorilla, is that like a Britishism?
No, that's beating the gorilla.
Hitting, if you're if it's fighting, it's strength fisticuffs.
Okay, no, I only have strength, no fisticuffs, but that's not a problem. I've got moxie. It's fine.
You say that now.
So I got 2 cards because I'm using a boost, and this ain't good. That's good though.
You're really beating that gorilla.
What kind of damage are you dealing?
Punching. There's nothing special going on here.
You have super strength?
I do not have super strength.
Okay, so then it's just color damage. So that's black, which is worth 2, but it's spades, so that's worth 4 if you want to put the boom into the damage.
Ooh, I do. Yes.
Okay. And did you have a boost applied?
The boost I had applied is the rebound boost.
Gotcha. So you do some damage there, and I do not have Moxie to prevent any of that.
Yeah. Bruce is angry and the gorilla hasn't gone down. I'm going to spend my last 2 Moxie to punch the gorilla again. That's a big old Moxie pool you got there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's get rid of this.
I
And
actually need
this.
to notice.
Oh my gosh, that's so much Moxie.
You got Moxie, bro.
So say Lucio hasn't used any of her Moxie.
Ooh, that's an 8.
It's coming.
It is.
Oh, that's another 8.
Oh! Oh! Okay.
Hey, do you have a Moxie to get another card?
You know what? I don't. Let me check.
Wait. What if you check now?
Knock it off.
I think I saw something out the corner of my eye. But no, not
Okay,
anymore.
yeah, that's a failure. Sorry, but
Oh well.
that's okay. Lucille's going to come to save the day with her 5 Moxie.
Mm-mm.
And her nice little brass knuckles you guys don't even know about yet. So Lucille, is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay, good. She drops just flat out. She sees Bruce trying to fight this gorilla and finds it humorous. In fact,
Mostly succeeding.
she drops the woman from 10 feet, just like lets her go.
Okay, no, that's terrible.
So you can she takes fall damage or whatever that's about.
Yeah. I'm going to deal some damage to her.
Good. That's the goal.
She's in bad shape.
And then Lucille is going to continue in her elastic state by using the boost far punch, where her arm extends up to 30 feet, and she's just going to whack this gorilla in the face from a distance. And then, what does it say? It says, make a fisticuffs where your hand or foot is now is, and then immediately retract. So basically, she comes in, punches the gorilla, and it pulls right back to her.
We call that fisting the gorilla.
Sure, yeah. If that makes you feel better, sure. And so I do have fisticuffs, and I do have melee weapons, both.
Brass knuckles are considered fisticuffs. They don't give you.
Okay, cool.
They give you more damage. They just make.
They do. They get a +1. So okay, so I will have a fisticuffs card along with the 2 strength cards. Great. So 3.
Fisticuffs. Yep.
Okay, gang. Here we go.
Here comes Punchy.
Nope. Yeah, I will keep that. So that does color damage +1 with the brass knuckles.
Okay. So black is 2 + 1 for 3. 2. This is the gorilla, yes.
This is right to the gorilla.
Okay. Complication.
Right, the gorilla.
You spring your arm out, punch him, and then you go to retract your arm, and he grabs your wrist, and it drags your body in next to him.
Great. Okay, cool. That's fine. This is why Lucille goes liquid. Lucille can go liquid. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that's my turn. That's all I can do this time around.
Unless you want to take another action.
I can use a Moxie to take another action, can I?
2.
2 Moxie.
Yeah. And
Worth it.
You're maxed out on Moxie. You'll never gain, so you might as well spend some.
Yep, I'm going to spend both of those to take a second action.
That's his way of trying to steal your Moxie.
Now that I'm in close, I'm going to hypnotize this gorilla.
Uh-oh.
Wanna be like you, ooh, and duck like
So at rank 1, I can place the
That's
target
more
into
trust in me hypnotizing, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
So it makes activation, charisma, willpower versus the target's mind.
Clear your card.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, of course.
Okay. Just so we don't get confused, because you do have Moxie to pull.
I just took somebody else's card. I apologize.
You took Bruce's initiative.
That's all right. I'm not that concerned about that.
We don't really need those cards anymore.
All right. So I roll charisma, willpower versus your target mind.
Yep. Versus Tommy's mind. Yes.
4. Okay, so I've got 4 cards to roll, or 4 cards to draw. Here we go. Okay, that's not so bad. That we'll stick with that. We will stick with that.
Okay, that's gonna hit him. What you gonna do with that? You got a boon.
Okay. I do have a boon, but so the boost, if you maintain the power. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So Lucille's gonna do the. Which one does she want to use? Okay, she's gonna use the implant boost, and
I'm gonna be nice and say you were deciding to do that beforehand.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, okay, the general effect without a boost is that you go into a trance until the beginning of your next turn. The target sits or stands quietly awaiting instructions, doing nothing. You can extend the duration with an extended boost. Okay. So it's standing there waiting my instructions, so I actually am not going to use a boost this time. I'm just going to simply say, now listen, gorilla, we are not your enemy. She is. Kill her. And I point to this woman that's been fucking with all of our minds.
At the top of the round, can I ask something of the woman in front of me?
Sure.
Who was the trigger man for Bruce's brother?
Which woman is this again? This is Invisible Woman?
Invisible Mind Lady.
Invisible Mind Lady. She doesn't respond. If you want to try to coerce her more actively, you can do that as a regular action on your turn, but she doesn't say anything.
I don't want to kill someone that Bruce needs to kill.
She's a little too busy fighting for her life. So it's their turn. Woman on the ground, regular woman, non-invisible woman. She bolts the heck out of there.
I bet she does.
She has put herself out. She is on the ground. She picks herself up and just takes off. Invisible woman takes a look at Kitty. And yeah, can we clear those cards?
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm the worst about that.
You are.
I'm just the worst when it comes to
Yeah,
clearing
Dot's
cards.
the worst. Why do we even invite her?
I don't know. Okay, there we go.
Or she could target someone with mind powers. Just saying.
Is that 10 getting your mind, Kitty?
Damn it.
Pretty sure it does. My mind is a 9.
That's gonna be 6 hits for you because it's suit damage and a boon.
What happens when I get to 0?
Well, first of all, are you going to drop to 0?
Yeah.
You can spend Moxie to attempt to prevent.
Oh.
I'm gonna need more coffee for this.
Moxie prevent damage is a good idea.
Wait. Because I had the boost, I have. Oh no, never mind. That gives me a +1 body, not +1 mind.
Hmm.
It says body increased by 1, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm 0.
Okay. Do you want to spend Moxie and not go to 0?
Yeah. That would be nice.
Spend 1 Moxie and flip a card.
Alright. And then I take a card?
Flip
card.
1 card.
No, it's
So
your
I have
jack. You've got the jack already.
Yeah, I have a Jack of Hearts.
Okay, so that prevents 2 damage, and you're still at 2, right? Where you would have gone exactly to 0?
No. So you gave me 6, and I would have taken 2 instead of 6?
You're taking 4.
I take you for 6. You only take 4 because of the.
Okay. Yeah, that puts me at 2. Yep.
Okay, so you're still up.
Because it's my hit points, right? That I'm.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, well, I have 2 hit left now.
Yep. And then the gorilla stands there like a doofus. Kitty, it's your turn. Oh, and you forget that she just attacked you.
I forget that?
Yep, you don't know. You are ready to follow. This is Kitty's mindset is a fight broke out, and all of a sudden you feel like you're going to die, and you don't know why.
What's wrong with me? I feel like I'll go get the runner. I'm gonna dimension step 100 feet, or I can go up to 100 feet, I think.
If you got the range boost.
Yes, I have the range boost.
I imagine at that point where she's like, oh, I'm like, I go to put my arm around her and she disappears. I'm like,
well, they're teenagers. They're just gonna.
I know, right? They're terrible.
So you're gonna basically take off after the runner.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a shot?
I like hold my hand out and a portal comes up through it and I step through it and I'm 100 feet ahead now. And I'm like, wait, I can't run that fast right now.
Well, she didn't get 100 feet away in her turn, so you effectively catch up to her with that step.
oh, you could cut her off if you get in front of her, right?
Yeah, and you still have your action. That was just your movement.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I say that to her.
I still have my action. That was just my movement.
no, I say, I'm like, hey, wait. And then
We're not going to kill you.
Pull out the gun, point it out and go, I still have my action. Bang!
With a Willy Wonka delivery. Please, stop. No.
yeah, I guess I'll try to fire. I'll try to shoot my gun if I can then.
There we go. Yeah, the crowd has pretty much, what people there were on the street have pretty well dispersed at this point. So
I imagine a gorilla does that. Also melting half a building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
and gunfire happening.
Yeah.
I think gunfire is not the problem. Gunfire is probably fine.
That means I get, because I have dimension step, I have the range boost and redirect.
You use the range boost to move. Do you want to have the redirect in place?
Yeah, so that's going to be -2 to my roll. So I only have 3 cards.
Okay.
So we'll see how this goes. Ooh. Do I keep that?
You can always Moxie back.
I only have 1 Moxie left, though.
It's complication.
And I have 2 HP.
Do you want to take complication?
What does everyone think?
Ooh, I have a suggestion.
I know what you want.
The complication could be like you take 2 damage.
I think okay. This is how I always look at it. This is not how Lucille looks at it, because Lucille looks at everything. This is how Chelsea looks at it. Is the attack, the actual like landing of the attack, more important than what could come after it?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And more importantly, what would Kitty do? Kitty would take a chance. Thank you.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, but what would Kitty do? And Kitty would totally take a chance.
Perfect.
I want to make sure that says
there
what
you
would
go.
Kitty do.
What would Kitty do?
That's going to take her out, and you're going to have another action. I mean, at this point, you could trade that action in for movement and just teleport right back. Or you can do something out there.
You teleport back and you're like, done it. Ugh.
Yeah. So I take care of her? Okay.
Yeah, she only had 1 hit point, or 1 hit left.
Yeah. I'll take care of it. Open another portal, step through the portal, be like, done.
And then my hands actually do close around her. Oh.
And Flip's turn.
I'm gonna manipulate my deck.
That sounds dirty.
Yeah, I'm gonna manipulate my deck.
I mean,
That's all trash. That
Your
is
deck is-
awful.
No, dude.
Yeah, that's a lot of garbage.
You go to hug me and you actually just like, no, I'm just kidding.
It's just
I
trash
don't
all
care
the way
about the
down.
number, do I? Because when I'm using it for fire beam, it's only the suit I care about, right? Because suit hits.
I'm sorry?
Suit for damage, though. Do you need to beat their body score or
Yeah,
something?
with the heat beam, do I need to beat their body score or anything? Because it doesn't.
Let's take a
Oh,
look.
power
Yeah,
check
you
versus
do.
target's body. Yeah, versus target's body.
Power
Yeah.
check versus target's body. That's
Yeah.
what it said.
Okay. This is all trash then. So I'm gonna. Right. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with that. That's the order. And while holding my hand out at the woman who's been doing the mind stuff and everything, which one of you was the trigger man who killed Bruce's brother? The rest of you can walk. And I'm gonna then say it aloud so the gorilla can hear. I don't know if the gorilla can hear while hypnotized or not, but Flip doesn't know that either. So, tell us, and the other one can go.
All right. You want to turn? Are you trying to turn that into a charisma check?
I'm gonna make a charisma check. So,
Charisma diplomacy. Are you being honest about letting people go?
I think Flip is being honest about letting people go.
Okay, so then it's charisma diplomacy.
He's like, I don't know if the rest are gonna actually let
I don't
me.
know about the rest. I can't speak for Bruce. He's a little bit tied up right now. Right, let me just
What's
check.
the
So my
gorilla?
charisma is... And I'll flip my power boost to charisma. So I have charisma 5 plus my diplomacy. I had deception as well, so it didn't really matter. So 6 minus 1 because I did the boost. So I can draw 2 more cards. Bad Joker.
Bad Joker!
Bad Joker. Okay, that's over. Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be bad for you. Bruce's turn.
Uh-oh.
For the record, everybody who's watching, the Bad Joker, you immediately fail, you immediately botch, and you end your turn. Like, you can't do anything more. Not even move. Wow, that was a run of bad luck there for probability manipulation.
Ooh.
Bruce.
Okay. Bruce is all caught up in his fight. So, I'm gonna shout to Flip, like, they are all equally responsible for this.
Responsible.
Responsible.
They're so responsible.
They're responsible.
In your rage, you've lost all your concepts.
It's just spitting and rage. It's horrible. It's
And gorilla
gross.
fur. Like, imagine you've been biting the gorilla and there's just fur there.
And then another shout of, I'll take you all on! And then I am going to use the immunity boost for the mental shield to give Kitty some protection against Magic Mind Lady. And then I'm...
Do you have imbue? The imbue boost
I don't know what that is.
for a mental shield?
For mental shield, I'm the one gives someone else the thing.
Okay, so you're imbuing her with your +1 to mind.
I
you
have
have
written down immunity.
Right, that's a different boost. You can be immune to mind effects.
Okay, no, that's not what I wanted then. I want the one where I give it.
Okay, imbue. So that's fine. Right on that. You imbue her. Her mind scores up 1 higher.
Immunity is
change
pretty
that later.
sweet, though.
He can imbue you with that too, but it costs him both boosts.
I've only got one.
There you go.
I've only got one level. But a quick question, GM.
Sure.
The response to using firearms is that a serious?
Fire.
Okay, yeah, fire has exploded out of
Yeah.
someone's arm. So
There will. I mean,
I have shot a gun a couple times now.
This whole thing is taking place in about 15 seconds.
mm.
There will be cops.
Oh yeah, okay,
They're just not
okay.
there yet.
In that case, Bruce is gonna take out his Tommy gun and aim it at the gorilla.
I like the fact this entire time he was punching a gorilla and was like, wait, this is highly ineffective Tommy gun.
Whatever.
All right.
And shoot the gorilla. In revenge! I have the guns skill.
Agility
that-
guns.
Nice. That gives you
Agility?
+1. It gives you +1. So you get an extra card.
Cool. And I get -1 from the thing, so I get to roll,
I didn't see that one.
flip
Ah,
3
easy.
cards. So
Happens all the time.
shooting, Jack of...
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
I mean, you could always moxie back to it if you had any.
He doesn't
I
have
don't know, so I'm gonna stick there. I'm gonna stick there with the Jack of Spades.
All right, and that's a Tommy gun. So how much damage does
That's
that do?
4 damage
Ooh,
plus your other damage.
It's suit +2.
So 4 plus 2, 6.
6.
6
Plus it's a
damage.
boon.
Oh, I'll put that into
Extra
damage.
Yeah, 8 damage.
There's
Yeah,
a
that's,
rat-a-tat-tat.
That's a really either dead or unconscious Tommy. What are you doing with
That's
him?
so much damage. Oh my gosh.
Piss on the body.
And I don't have any moxie left for him to prevent that. I used 4. He had 4 moxie.
Oh,
Piss on the body.
Okay. This makes me more calm. I thought you got all the moxie pool. I thought every time we put something
no.
Oh, that
No,
Greg's just hoarding it.
well, because like in some games there's like
yeah, when you spend the moxie,
you take stuff and then they get it and then you
Yep.
give us and we.
That would just be a
get-
constant game of, right, I reduce damage, here's the moxie. Okay, I'm reducing damage, here's your moxie back.
Deadlands used to do that with different colored chips. Some chips you could spend to get a bonus, but some chips you'd get a big bonus, but then the marshal would get.
Yeah, Fantasy Flight Games does it with like light side and dark side points and stuff like that.
Okay, so that's super dead, either dead or really unconscious Tommy. You can choose to not kill.
Ooh.
What does Bruce do?
Bruce is very angry and very revenge driven, so I think this gorilla goes down.
I wish you could be like, and then I turn into a gorilla.
And then I turn into a gorilla.
And I take your powers.
Does it qualify as an
I can do
object?
that.
I'd like to talk to it.
So you gun the gorilla down. Just that's it. Done, dead.
I gun down a gorilla, yeah.
All right, that's a dead gorilla.
I imagine
All
the
right.
bonus damage is like you put one foot on the gorilla and then you one-handed just shoot it some more.
Yeah.
And that's Lucille's turn. All that is left is Invisible Lady.
But I can't see her, correct?
She's
He's
visible.
visible.
Yeah.
Oh, she is visible now. Okay,
Yeah.
so she's not technically. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can do things with that. So, Lucille, how far away is she?
20 feet tops.
Perfect.
Within a short range of anything you can do.
Perfect. Lucille reaches and pulls her dress up, and from her garter belt, she pulls 2 daggers. And she's going to once again, do her little elasticity far punch, but instead of punching, it's a far stab now. She far stabs. So, make sure I get that right. Here
You
we
are
go,
a
gang.
formidable
That's
fencer.
horrifying. 2 like noodles with knives
Basically,
coming,
it's like
like tentacles. Oh, that's
And
horrifying.
I imagine when you're new to the power, you're really wobbly.
yeah, and especially because the extension of my legs is brand new. I've had the arm thing for a while, but with the boot or with my my rank 2, it added the legs. So I'm sure she's like a baby giraffe trying to walk down this alley, like trying to get her footing.
She's like a baby
She's
giraffe.
like,
if the
oh
giraffe
my
was
god!
It always makes that sound as well.
Yeah, I always wanted long legs, but
I'm reminded of those air things that you like push air and then they
yeah.
go away. That's what
It's
it's making me think.
stuff, yeah.
the side of the road like car dealership, like
Yeah. That's
Or
what-
like Go-Go Gadget style.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
9 with a.
That's a. I'm gonna. Yeah,
strength,
that.
Strength melee, right? Strength
Yeah,
melee.
strength melee. So I did technically get a third card for melee. That will hit her. So
That's
it's
2
color
damage.
+1.
That's going to
3 damage.
to her.
3 damage.
I just step. Ah!
And anything else up your sleeve? Moxie.
You know what? Hell, screw
Your
that. I'm
Moxie.
taking a second. Yeah, I'm gonna take a second turn. We're just gonna blow all through this Moxie.
You
I'm
did
gonna
have
take a
2
second.
daggers. It makes sense.
Exactly. And the
Yeah.
other hand comes around for this far punch, far stab, to stab her with the other hand. So we're gonna get a double stab. Why not? Let's clear these guys. Here we go. Yeah! All my kings in one go. We're gonna keep that, and she gets another stab for another 3 points of damage.
So that's
All right,
3
I'm
plus
gonna
2,
spend-
5.
Okay.
It's color, not suit.
It's color, not suit. Just for the daggers, yeah. I am gonna get a little extreme here in just a second, but it's fine. For now, we're gonna go with this.
I'm going to prevent some of that. I'm going to prevent all of that, actually.
Damn.
Yeah, damn.
That card.
Cool.
Chelsea, cool.
Cool. Got it.
So unless you got something else planned there.
I don't think I have enough moxie to be able to have anything planned there. No, I think that's going to count as a full action. I literally have something up my sleeve, but I need to make sure everybody's out of radius.
Okay.
There's no way to use Moxie to change initiative order, is there?
You can delay. You can choose to delay your action, and you can also ready a specific action for a trigger, but not with Moxie.
How damaged does this woman look, Craig? Like, just to the naked eye, does she look like she's in it to die on us?
She's looking in bad shape.
I've hit her with fire 4 times.
I've been spending Moxie to keep her from dying the last couple times she's gotten hit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
she's
it.
in really tough shape. So it's her turn,
Okay.
and she sprouts wings and flies up in the air.
I'm not going after this one this time.
Don't
Kitty's
worry,
turn.
Kitty. I got this.
That's all right. I could. Well, we'll let that just. Let's see if I can grab her.
Kitty, what do you got? Are you gonna
Oh,
let your turn slide?
she sprouted wings.
Yeah, she did. Big feathery ones.
This is gonna be crazy. I don't know if it's actually.
Do it.
Can I make a dimension and portal on top of her, land on top of her?
Can you step on top of her? I'll let you take.
No,
a
like
shot.
grab on top. Like I just want to like grab onto her.
Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna make the target score high for that, but I'll let you.
If
give
you
it a shot,
fall,
sure.
Maggie,
I
you're
know.
just dead.
No, I'll catch her.
I mean, what would Kitty do?
Oh god, that's true.
Kitty would
That's the
dimension door on the
worst.
back of the flying
Oh,
woman.
no.
That's it.
Yeah, she's like, never mind. I got an idea. And she opens up,
Wait.
and then and she opens up a portal and she goes in.
She's
So do I need to? You want me to roll something? Because I just used my ability, right?
We're gonna call this agility acrobatics, but I am gonna set that target score very high.
Okay, and this is to hold on, like grab onto her from
Yeah.
the portal. Okay, agility, acrobatics.
This is more to the point. This is to not plummet to your death.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't hold on to her, that's where you're going.
okay, gotcha.
You have 2 hits left.
So I have 6, and then I am gonna remove range boost because I'm definitely using that, and redirect. Or no, I guess I don't even need to use redirect. So just I have 5.
Okay,
So.
let's see what happens. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Oh,
Look at that.
Take it.
take it.
The chances you get an ace are very, very low. They're like 3
Yeah,
in
that's true. And I
40.
pulled an ace early or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the King of Spades. My good
right.
old boy here. What's his name?
You portal up there and you grab a hold of her. She starts to come back down because she cannot carry other people's weight unless she is using a boost. Flip.
Okay. How far away is she now?
Like 20 feet, 30 feet above you.
Oh, it's not that bad.
No, she was up to like 50 feet, and she started to come back down.
Okay.
Sorry to drop in on you.
You should be down here momentarily. I mean, basically, at this point, if we want to keep in rounds, we can do it to see who gets the shot in, or you guys can just overpower her. Kitty's gonna drop her right into the middle of everybody.
I'm gonna take away her
You know all
invisibility
the
power
tricks.
then.
Oh.
I'm gonna take away her invisibility so she can't go invisible.
Okay.
I'm gonna manipulate my deck as well. No, I'll manipulate Kitty's deck just in case she dies.
That could help.
Wait, Lucille's green?
Yeah.
Kitty's orange, right. 1, 2, 3. Right, Kitty, there you go. King, 9, 10.
She'll be back.
And I'm then going to switch my boost over to Bruce. I'm going to buff your concussion beams.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go stand under Kitty so that I can catch her.
Okay.
Yeah, Bruce flies up to meet them and kind of gently makes sure they land without...
Bruce does what? Bruce does what?
Bruce does what?
He flies?
Bruce flies a little bit.
Yeah, is this the first time?
It was in episode 1, but technically it was invisible, so no one saw it.
That's true.
Oh, that's
we
right.
were
You were a
hovering.
balloon.
Yeah.
That's true. Forgot about that. Okay, yeah. So you fly up there, you guide her all. Everybody comes down nice and softly. Bruce helps with that, and then Lucille. Basically, we're out of combat turns here. We're up.
Bruce grabs invisible mind flying lady by the scruff and just goes, "Who ordered the hit?" And he puts his glowing blue concussion beam hand in her face.
She looks to Flip and says, "Does that offer still stand? I let you know what happened here. You let me go.
You rather passed on my offer earlier. It's now up to Bruce. You've got to persuade
I was
him.
in the middle of getting my ass kicked.
Then you shouldn't have started getting your ass out in public. It's down
All
to
right,
Bruce.
secret goes to my grave then."
Maybe we should offer it. Do you want the information or not, Bruce?
She talks. She can keep most of her face.
There you go. See, that's nice.
She shakes her head.
Oh, come on, Bruce.
Fine.
You know what Ray would want.
Sure.
And then behind her, I'm like...
She says,
like basically saying that we'll agree to it, but then we knock her out after. So she's like motioning, she's going to behind her.
Okay. Bruce, we can let her live. Is that acceptable? And I point at Kitty and like, yeah. And then I'm like...
I'm just like, sure, she lives. Took down your gorilla friend, so don't think about running.
We're deceiving her for sure.
No. I am being honest. We do not kill her. We will not kill her.
I'm saying we knock her out after she tells us. That's
I'm just saying we get the information and, well, never mind. Just whatever.
Yeah, Bruce is like pretty genuine in the, like, still angry, but is genuine in the fact that, like, you tell me you live. But
she says, I was part of it. I was there. I did a lot of the talking because I can do voices. But it was Tommy and Edith what pulled the trigger on your brother. And she points over to Tommy. You know who Tommy is, and she points to the woman who
Kitty
was
gun
on
down.
fire and then got power slammed into the pavement.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, do we know who sent him? Did she answer that question?
Yeah. Who gave the order? They're equally as responsible.
I came from Eddie Coleman.
Eddie Coleman?
Eddie.
Who you have seen. He was the fella that was talking to Lucky Luciano in the warehouse back in the first episode. He's the leader of the 40 Thieves. He was conspiring with...
and he was setting the Russians up to take the fall for the hit so they could split them up. Yeah. Told you. I'm going to knock her out. Bam.
Yeah, I'm going to...
As you do that, she says, just before you say that, she kind of looks to Bruce and says, "Have you found the vault?" And then wham, and you knock her out.
Oh my god.
You what?
What vault?
Well, it's too late now, but I got a little excited. We should get out of here because the coppers are gonna be coming.
Well,
I dump her on the sidewalk and I
take her to the car. We've got the car around the back of the block.
Quick reminder for everybody. Lucille, you were not there. You were inside getting fooled by Tommy.
Right.
The three of you were outside listening to the other three when they were sitting on the stoop. When the woman went invisible, the other two were talking about how, and we're going to get this taken care of, and then we're going to get our hands in, we're going to get in the vault, and we're going to be on Easy Street. So the vault has been mentioned before.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I still didn't know that. Well, if we're going to get going, we should go kind of quickly.
Just 1 second.
Yeah.
Nice thinking. Perhaps we can take him for a little ride, or her for a little ride.
Well, we can ask about the vault, and then we can maybe hand her over to Mazaria. I'm sure Mazaria will be quite willing to get some more information, and for a reasonable price. Anyway,
I say we leave it for the coppers.
Yeah, Bruce, for the record, given your what you're trying to get accomplished with Mazaria, bringing her in may not be a bad idea.
Okay, I was just going to leave her unconscious on the sidewalk.
You did give permission to send a message, and you pretty clearly sent a message by 3 dead bodies on the street.
How far away is the car? Is the car within 100?
It's nearby, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to create a dimension underneath her that takes her to the car. And she's going to appear in the trunk.
Drops her in the back of the
Drops
truck.
her in the trunk of the bed of the car, of the truck.
She's a person and not a willing ally, so you can't dimension step her.
I will grab invisibility, and I will make myself and the body invisible. Oh no, she needs to be willing
Bruce
to go invisible.
Pretty easily just shoulder her, because
I was about to say,
he's pretty strong.
I could also just pick her up and take her with us. That's literally all I'm good for, so...
Lucille, your voice
this
is
woman
more
onto
than good
Lucille.
enough.
Everybody wants to move the body. Everybody wants to move the body.
We all take a limb. Let's go.
I mean, Lucille does not want to take the woman.
I've got this. Oh, you mean the limb of her? Okay.
Lucille was going to drop a grenade in this alleyway and get the out of here, so...
Never mind. I think what I will do is I will use Dimension Step and teleport on top of like the building and keep a watch out while they're taking the body.
So that was also... Okay, so, that's fine. Whatever.
Bruce shoulders this lady and starts running towards the car.
Go to the truck.
You get her to the truck. We're going to do this real quick before we forget about it. Everybody recall your cards so that I can shuffle you up. And then also, let's do some Moxie giveaways.
Do I put these away, the ones that he gave me too?
Yeah, everything reshuffled. We're going to reshuffle everybody's deck up completely.
Oh.
So just, you have to take him and then he can reshuffle.
Someone stole my card.
Yeah, I went through a lot of cards.
Everybody recall their cards.
Oh,
I don't think we can do that.
We can't do that.
You have to do the recall and the shuffle, Greg.
You are the great recaller of the cards.
Okay. While I'm recalling and shuffling, each of you take a look at your anchors, and tell me which one of them you did. You fit properly to make sure that you get some moxie back for that. And if you did anything else that was particularly cool or in character, don't start shouting it out yet. Let me get them all recalled.
I don't want to shout it out.
But I want to confuse Craig and make him forget which decks he's recalled.
Well, I think...
I can tell you if I did mine or not whenever you're ready.
Getting there.
These are our vices and virtues, right? Correct.
Yeah, the identity, virtue, and vice are 3 character elements that are really nice that we get to.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it.
Somebody in chat asked earlier how you get Moxie back. This is how you do that.
Yeah, to explain, you get everybody gets a Moxie from a successful important encounter.
And you can only have 5 max.
Yep. And then you can also earn Moxie for, we didn't have any botches. Oh, actually, Flip, take a Moxie. You bad jokered at one point.
Yes.
I'll get you that.
Yeah. Did you get Moxie from botches?
You get Moxie from botches.
Oh, I botched 2 attacks with fire beams that I got damaged in the head for.
Those are complications
Oh, sorry.
of successful attacks.
Ah, yes.
Not specific. Yeah, people almost always manage to flip out of botches, but the bad joker always bites you. So yeah, for botches, that's just kind of payback for sucking. And for major encounters, for either your identity, your virtue, or your vice, and then also just like kind of cool factor stuff. I could have been awarding as we were going, but I didn't want to kill the pacing of things. Right off the top of my head, Kitty, up in the dimension stepping to the flying woman.
Yeah, I have Thrill Seeker. You're not happy unless you're putting your life in danger. Again, Moxie, when you barely make it out of a perilous situation, definitely. My virtue didn't apply here, but my vice definitely did. I'm reckless. You make huge risks, or you take huge risks without thinking, for sure.
I'm going to give you one for your vice, and then just one for the cool factor of the dimension step. Normally, you only get one for identity, virtue, or vice, because sometimes these apply to short scenes too, where you don't really get to play all of them. Flip anything.
Best friend Kitty.
Top your head off.
Best friend Kitty. She is my daughter.
Yep. There you go.
And I'm maxed out.
Bruce. We'll come back to Bruce. Lucille.
I am a manipulator. Wish I manipulated old gorilla.
Sure.
And then I have loyalty.
You got. Well, you only get one of those three.
Oh, what are the three? So then I would say the most relevant would be manipulator. I would think.
And I gave you that, and I'm going to give you a cool factor for getting out of that gun to the ribs with just a quick thinking.
Yeah. By liquefying myself into green goo, yeah.
And just immediately getting out of that situation. Because he was going to turn into a gorilla. That could have gotten really nasty very quickly.
Yeah, you can't put your hands on Lucille unless she wants you to. So.
What do you got, Bruce?
Bruce his vice is temper, and he spent most of that fight incredibly angry, doing reckless things, like spending all his moxie.
Give you one for that.
I'm virtue, identity. We only get one for those three, right? So I don't know. I gunned down to gorilla. I think that was pretty cool.
I think it was cool because you attempted to punch the gorilla for 2 turns beforehand ineffectually, and then went, sod it, I've got this.
Well, he was angry, and yeah, exactly. He was, wanting to get in the mix. So I think spending time beating on a gorilla.
Okay, I'm going to say, sorry, I muted myself for a little bit there because I had the world's slowest siren going past my building.
Oh, cool.
That seems
in the intersection. It was in the intersection for 30 seconds.
I feel like Craig just lives around like every sound that could exist.
I think Craig's apartment block is in the middle of a roundabout.
Yeah.
It is, kind of.
It's like a tower that's just
it's on a main street 2 blocks from a cop shop, so it's on the intersection of 2 main streets, actually. And one for gunning down a gorilla, and one for being so incredibly single-minded, sight of the prize, and you just full on revenge and just going for all that. So we're all topped out or close to topped out. We're all in good shape boxing wise. So what are you up to? You get back to the car or the truck. You've got your unconscious woman with you. Jeez. And you've got some thought. Give some thought. You've got there was the talk about Mazaria. There was the mention of the vault. There was Eddie Coleman. All sorts of little threads, other threads that people have talked about. And you guys want to
question the alleyway? We left the gorilla, and all these bodies lying about.
Turned back into a person.
A person, but they're all like just lying about. Yep.
We need to send a message. We were told to send a message and make it messagey.
Lucille gets in the driver's seat and takes off at full speed and wheels around the corner. And on our way past this alleyway, I reach in my shirt and I grab a grenade and I pop the pin and toss it down the alleyway to make sure that that it's only these charred now bodies and that there's no knowledge of us having been there. I don't want DNA. I don't want any of that kind of stuff.
It's the 20s.
Oh, I guess that's true. They can't really run the forensics on things like fingerprints and stuff. But so yeah, I'm just going to clean it up and make it a lot harder on the cops to do detective work.
Okay, so just mess everything up like crazy.
Yeah, there's an explosion in the background, all, action flick style.
Yeah, so, okay, yeah, you sent a message. Mazaria will be pleased.
Big boom. Big bada boom.
Flip is going to pat out the slight embers on his shirt, and he smells of brimstone now. And he's going to spend the next half an hour trying to get dapper again, because I need to be vain, and I am now charred. That's all I'm going to do.
Okay, so where, do you have any place in particular that you're looking to go there?
Bruce is going to say, it's time to report back to Mazaria.
I think we should ask about the vault first.
Who we asking? That's the question.
She'll wake up. I didn't hit
I
particularly
point
hard.
at the body that's laying right there.
Oh, you're back, Kit. Are you okay? You look a bit lightheaded.
I don't know what happened. I feel like I just was standing there one moment and, my body aches.
Damn right it should. You took quite a beating. So did you. How y'all feeling?
No, I didn't.
I'm approximately at half health.
But that's like super specific. Well, they picked up my dress, so...
So they had to die.
Correct.
Yeah. No, I agree.
This is my nicest dress.
I never got hit. I don't know what you're talking about.
There was this lady right here. She was messing with your mind.
With my mind?
Yeah.
I'm gonna scan her,
couldn't
and then I
protect
know
you.
that she's got mind powers. She has the power to be able to hurt you through your mind, I think.
No wonder why my head feels like someone hit me with a brick.
I think it was a couple of bricks.
Either way, I don't like it.
So is it the giggle room? Or are we going over? What's the plan?
Lucille's like driving, like,
I gotta know where I'm going.
I want to report back to Mazaria if we could.
You know he's gonna take the woman and you're not gonna get to question her, right?
We got questions for her now, and he just taps her on the cheek.
to wake her up.
You can shake her awake. It takes a
I'm
little
gonna.
work.
What exact powers does she have then? Let's go over that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
She has she has where'd she go? Invisibility, that psionic beam, and she had a little bit of animal affinity. That's what gave her the wings. Actually, it looks like both. You would guess that Tommy had that as well. That's what allowed him to transform. So
She's tied down now, so I don't really need to keep her invisibility away. I'm gonna remove her animal ability just in case she's got a way to get out using animal. Okay, I've blocked off her ability to use
some of that.
animalism, but she might still be able to hurt you with through her mind.
That's fine. Let me look her in the eyes.
And she's
I'll
awake.
take it.
Okay. I was gonna hypnotize us.
And frankly, looks relieved that she actually woke up. She kind of has a moment. Well, I mean, she just went black. Like she was in the middle of talking to you guys. She went, everything went black, and then.
Sorry, we had to move. Coppers were
We
coming.
didn't want to get arrested either, and we're good on our promise. You're gonna live, but you're also gonna tell us about this vault.
Her eyes kind of grow a little wide. She's, I've just been told about things. I don't know what it.
Okay, then repeat what you've been told and just continue from there.
Supposedly, it's full of a lot of I don't know, money, rare liquor, merchandise, something. There
Okay,
could be-
you had a plan to get into the vault. We heard about it. Where
I
is this
just know
vault?
that I know that the vault existed. I don't know where it is.
Who owns this here vault?
It's hidden somewhere. That's what I've been told.
I don't care if it's hidden. I want to know who hid it.
I don't know.
Who does know where the vault is?
Tommy.
Oh,
It's
he
a bit
should
late for him.
be get the information from. Just knock her out.
No. Tommy was incompetent. Tommy shot 3 of his friends. Tommy's not the kind to be able to, you know, one-up someone such as yourself. You're obviously the one leading the group. I'm sure you have some information that you can actually share.
Tommy carefully orchestrated the story about him shooting his 3 buddies. Every one of those gunshots was deserved and done very much on purpose.
Deserved? Isn't he the gorilla?
Well, he's gonna have
He's a
his
man of
memory.
extremes. Or was.
Seems a bit overkill, doesn't it? If I could turn into a gorilla, I'd never use a gun.
I'm going to draw from my deck, and then I'm going to insight her.
I look at Lucille and I'm like, I kind of like nod.
Like,
His memory's gonna be of a foolish man who shot his friends. So that's what he's orchestrated.
Insight, King of Clubs.
To her insight to, yeah, I mean, she seems on the up and up. Like you believe that she doesn't know where the vault is. That Tommy was the one who knew about it. That, you know, it sounds like maybe he fed them all a line. That's how he got them all kind of to do his dirty work with him. That there was going to be, you know, if there is a vault, that it was going to be, you know, their secret or their thing. But then again, you know, the question remains: how did he know about it?
So she doesn't know where it is.
Unless he was making it up.
How did Tommy know about the vault? Did he hear it of anyone? Was he hanging around with anyone new?
He said Eddie. Maybe a couple of Eddie's best people.
Tell us about this Eddie.
They've been trying to find it. She gives you kind of the rundown on Eddie Coleman. Is he's smart, but he's like a street thug. He's not a businessman. He runs the 40 Thieves very much like a group of thieves. I mean, they're criminals. They are not businessmen. Like Rothstein projects an air of being a businessman.
Streetwise, but not intellectual.
Yeah, he's like they live very much, you know, kind of code of the streets, revenge when necessary, take advantage of what they can, to an extent, honor among thieves, but also, you know, take advantage of the situation when it presents itself, because opportunity only knocks once.
Right. Okay. And we saw this Eddie down at
kind of relatively a straight shooter.
All right. Well, I say we just give her over to you know who, and then we can, you know, let him know about old Eddie. Maybe he knows where Eddie.
Do we have any more questions for her?
Well, she doesn't seem to be full of a lot of answers. We kind of killed them.
And here's the beautiful thing about having a whole bunch of moxie is if you guys go to Mazaria, drop her off, now you don't have her anymore, and you say, oh, wouldn't it have been nice if we had asked this question of her? Spend 1 moxie to retcon the narrative a little bit. Flashback to, oh, they had a longer ride and they were able to ask that question too. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Can I flashback to have gone through
so that we don't get bogged? You know, it's that mechanic is in there for a number of reasons, and one of them is like this, where you don't get bogged down in.
Can I flashback to have gone through the pockets of Tommy then?
Yeah, if you want to moxie that in to go through.
Yeah, in case he's got any like documents that may be good on the vault, or maybe cover his affiliation with Eddie.
Sure. Yeah, he's got on his person, he's got like a little folded up, like an actual like store-bought map, like a map of Lower Manhattan, and there's a number of places. There's like 4 different places that are circled. But they're kind of circled in like really big circles. So you can't tell that you're circling like a specific spot. It's like it's almost circling a block, an entire city block. And then each of those circles is also X'd out.
All 4 of them.
All 4 of them.
Ooh. Okay. We need to find the relationship.
For the record, none of those 4 places are notable locations as far as any of you know. It's not like Mazaria's home or something like that. Like it's not, you know, it's not the 5 Points Corner. It's not the Giggle Room. It's not Mazaria's home. It's, you know, it's none of those types of things.
It's not on a train.
All right.
On a boat, in a moat.
So, back to Mazaria?
Yeah. She'll get what's coming to her, and then I put a bag over her head.
Old school.
Bit extreme.
Cutscene to bringing her in, walking her into Mazaria. Similar situation. You just left him. This is later that same day from the last time you were here. You come walking in, looking the worse for wear, dragging this woman with you, and Mazaria is in a parlor. He's having a drink. He's got a cigar. He's sitting talking with about 5 other individuals. Russo is there. TikTok. And then 4 other individuals that you don't, you recognize them, but you don't really know them.
I'm gonna play with Bruce's deck,
and they're having they're kind of quietly having play with Bruce.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
They're having a discussion. Yeah, the bad Joker's coming, and you can't avoid it. It's gonna happen. They're having a discussion. Kind of muffled in the corner, and he sees you come walking in, and he immediately just says, "Excuse me, gentlemen, I have to take care of some business." He gets up and he walks out, and he motioned for TikTok to come with him, and you adjourn to the gallery. A nice big open area, windows on one side, high ceilings, artwork on one wall.
Oh, by the way, I can allow you to avoid the Joker. I just need to be able to use my power again. So just don't draw 3 cards.
Yeah, but you can't use your power on his deck until he goes through those cards.
I thought it was until he'd drawn from the deck again, not until he'd gone through them all again.
Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine.
So he needs to just draw 1 or 2 cards. If he draws 3, then he gets the Joker, and I can't do anything.
Okay, well the next maybe 2, maybe 3 things.
You've got her in front of Mazaria.
Yeah.
I did not mention. I should have marked one of the people in there. With the among the 4, like you said, 3 of them you kind of sort of recognize. One of them is your boss, Pauline Kelly. Leader of 5 points.
Oh, and she's been seen talking Eddie, right?
Carlo was her.
No, that's Carlo Luciani.
Carlo. Yeah.
Sorry, my mistake.
Yeah, Pauline is the one who. Pauline Kelly is your boss. They're technically the boss of Little 5.
5 points, yeah.
5 points, and
the one that gives us our missions or whatever.
She sent you to the warehouse for the supposed easy score that kicked all of this off.
Right.
And of all the gangs that are in league with Mazaria down here, 5 points is the closest. They're the tightest. So it's not surprising to see her here.
Okay. So I, off my shoulder, dump this lady into a chair. Just like, Mazaria, I have a present for you.
Who's this?
This is some dame. She was working for Tommy when we put a bullet in him. A very clear message has been sent, sir.
So
It was explosive.
Tommy's not going to get a chance to be Tommy 4 times, huh?
No.
No.
That's okay. Anybody else? Any other casualty?
2 others. Goons.
Anybody made?
She did name the woman. I can't remember what the name was though. It was
Carla Luciani?
There was an Edith.
Edith.
That was it.
Oh, the lady that we killed as well.
He looks. Mazaria looks to you, Bruce. Any of them made? That is to say, were any of the people that were shot made men, made women? They weren't.
I don't think so.
Tommy was working for Eddie.
Doesn't function like that.
Tommy was working for Eddie.
Yeah, and they can. This is it. This girl or the other girl who? No, she could do the accents. She's good at Russian accents. I don't think you're gonna be having a problem with the Russians no longer. They were trying to set him up.
She says, yes, that was me. The hullabaloo of you people, they have nothing to do with you. It was all part of Eddie's plan to weaken your alliance with them. See what I told you?
You got
Just
this,
like you
boss.
said. Yep. Just like you said, boys.
So Eddie, this Eddie, he's the real enemy here. I wanted to bring to you a little bit of news. Eddie appears to be searching for this vault.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody give me insights. Perception insight.
Ooh.
Okay. Not very good at this one.
Well, Bruce doesn't see anything wrong.
Do I wanna?
Mine.
Gonna. Second one.
I
Okay.
don't see anything wrong either, probably. I've got 5 of hearts.
All right, Lucille pulled both her cards. I'm gonna use a Moxie to go back to my 10.
I got
I
a
think it's
Jack.
Okay. Jack and 10. The two of you.
I got a 2.
Lucille. Good for
I mean, you are a little bit brain-addled with the whole mind beans right now.
Yeah, I'm
You're
not.
lucky
I'm
to
not.
be on your feet. Flip and Lucille, when the word vault is spoken, there's just like this briefest flash of recognition from Mazaria, and then he's poker-faced again. He says, "What's this vault? What are you talking about?" And he kind of looks to her, and he looks to you.
Can I walk? I'm gonna walk over and get kind of close. And like run my hand up what I suspect is a very large chest.
And I'm like, are you interested in this vault? Because she didn't give us a whole lot of information, boss.
Well,
She said-
intrigued.
Eddie was looking
sure.
for it.
Well, then maybe the best way to take care of Eddie, at least slow him down, would be to make sure he doesn't get this vault.
I couldn't agree more. You're so smart.
He smiles a little bit, like he's getting attention from the.
Yeah.
I got my arms crossed and I roll my eyes.
That makes him actually chuckle. He sees that and he's like, okay, yeah.
I
He gets it.
I look over at Bruce and I'm like, they should just get a room already.
I think he could pay for one.
I believe they've rented one in the giggle room a few times.
Mm.
So she said there was stuff, money, weapons, but we don't know where it is, boss. It's kind of a dead end.
We know where it isn't.
Yeah, what he said.
Well, we do know where there's something.
I think I'm going to need to ruminate on this a little bit. I'm going to have a little talk with our lady friend here. He doesn't take her away from you, but he kind of holds her by the arm and kind of moves her kind of over, kind of toward his side.
She can go invisible and is able to mess with your mind. And
Yeah.
she can also turn
And
into
fly.
a flying creature of some kind.
Just so you know, boss, you can make your own choices about what happens to her, but I did promise her she'd live in exchange for the information. So
Yeah, but he didn't.
I don't want to break my word. You didn't make no promise though, so
Just be careful, boss. She's kind of a
That's true.
manipulative dame.
He's kind of looking right to her when he says it. That's true. I didn't make any promise. But then he looks back to Bruce and he says, "But if you're going to be one of us, I'm going to honor your promise."
Oh, you're such a good man, boss.
Bruce puffs up a little.
Technically, we said we'd let her go alive, and we've let her go.
No, I want to think the ones where we let her live.
He snaps his fingers and TikTok comes over with a couple, with like lefty and lefty and righty, we'll call them, just the big two toughs, and they lead her away to, you are certain, a very secure place where she's not going to be flying away or invisibling her way out of there. Pauline comes walking over and says, "We finished with this business? Did you tell him?" And she looks, she doesn't say that. She says, she walks over to Mazaria and says, "So are you finished with your business? Did you tell them about the giggle room?" And Mazaria says, "No, I hadn't got a chance." And she says, "You might want to go look after your place, Flip. Somebody came in and busted it up. I came by looking for you just before I came over to say Mazaria.
What?
Somebody smashed the shit out of it. Looks like you've still got someone coming after you."
We'll take him on.
I would think our protection money's still okay.
Kitty's gonna stand up and be like, We've got to go. That's all we have, Father.
If it's smashed up, at least there's no rush about it. It won't get any more smashed up.
You're so right. Always so level-headed.
Most of the time, at least.
Mazaria says, unless you got something else, I'm going to finish with my business here.
Yeah, so you're just gonna,
Leave you to it.
give us a call when
I'll be in touch.
I look forward to it. Okay, come on. Lucille's going to the truck.
He does the little, hold you by the chin, kind of.
No.
He was looking at you, kid, kind of.
Yeah.
Gives you a
I
wink.
open a portal and I walk through it, and I'm in the truck.
I come with you.
Oh yeah, I can bring you with.
I'm taking the door. It's fine.
Flip and Lucille go out the door like.
I was about to say, because she wants Mazaria to watch her exit. She gives her best.
She's like,
friend.
you get to watch my booty as I walk away.
That's right.
He hates to see you go, but he loves to watch you leave.
That's right. That's what Lucille's all about. She just needs him on her side.
Which side?
You guys,
Her backside?
you guys head out.
Yeah, Lucille only has two sides. A good side and a back side.
Or her liquid side. I take the driver's seat.
Okay.
I'm going to sit next to Lucille.
Off you go to the giggle room. You get back, pull up, go in the front door. It is slightly ajar. Inside, the place has been smashed up. About half the furniture has been trashed. What isn't trashed outright is at least nicked up a little bit, a lot of it. Darn near every bottle in the place has either been broken or at least tipped over. A great many of them have been broken. You check the till; it's been cleaned out. Your safe box in the floorboard back in your office, Flip, is fine, so you still have some of your money. Kitty, you notice that this is not perfect construction by any means, and it's wood floors, and you guys keep it in. It was in pretty good shape and everything. It's hardwood floor, but it's not perfectly. It's not always going to be perfectly level, and you've occasionally seen bottles roll and be like, oh, the floor slopes a little bit that way. There's a point here where you see there. Where the liquid, all the beer and liquor that's been smashed and all the liquid on the floor has pooled kind of along one short wall at one end of the giggle room. So far as you know, there's nothing back there. Like your storeroom's on the other side of the, on the other long wall. There's a long wall that's kind of the storefront, and the office is on the other end. But there's it's all sloping and pooling down there. Like all the liquid is pooled down there, but there is not nearly enough liquid pooled right there to account for all of the smashed bottles in the place.
Do you think we've got something under the giggle room?
There's only one way to find out.
You're darn tootin'. I go liquid and look for
Yeah,
You're gonna
we're
get drunk.
gonna check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I start moving through all the liquid. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can figure out where the liquid would have trailed off to.
Okay, you get in there and start just kind of feeling your way around along the baseboard, along the floorboards themselves.
Do a portal and walk through it.
You could attempt to just portal to the other side of the wall. You can do that. If you can't, your dimension step is high enough level to go where you can't see.
Oh, that might be level 2.
We might have been fudging that. Okay,
I will boost her dimension step.
Okay, so you boost the dimension step by 1. You can portal to the other side of the wall. You know that something like that might be risky. You might hit something on the other side, but because you can't see where you're going.
I will not boost her dimension step.
Yeah,
Anyway,
as Chat said,
Lucille goes in and slithers around and pokes around and finds that at the baseboard, the baseboard is not flush tight to the floorboards, and the liquid has gone under the wall.
Can I go under the wall?
You can, sure.
Alex, smack the hell out of that.
What are you seeing underneath there?
You all see her disappear under the wall into the other side of. On the other side, it's liquid. There's a lot of the floor continues to slope a little bit. There's some things in here. There's some crates and a barrel, and the floor slopes, and it's like the pool. The water has pooled. Or the liquid has pooled in that room.
Does there seem to be enough room to stand? Like if I shifted back, could I? Or is it too tight?
You kind of start to shift back up and make sure you're not going to hit something. And
yeah.
You're standing in effectively a small hidden room, a large door.
You hear Lucille's voice from the inside. It goes,
I have a great idea. Bruce knocks on the wall and then like looks at like some of the plaster falls off and there's a brick there. And then he just knocks on the brick and like, hey, you, what's behind there? And I'm assuming the brick talks back.
Well, it's
Why are you
wood
talking
wall.
to the wall?
Oh, it's a wooden wall? Okay, one of the...
It's wood finish. Yeah.
Planks.
Yeah, but here's the problem. If you're talking to the wall, then it's going to be thick as 2 planks.
And Lucille thinks you're talking to her,
That is a
nonetheless.
criticism.
He thinks he's talking to Lucille.
Anyway, you talk to the wood. Jeez. And it says,
Do you often talk to your wood, Bruce?
what was the question again, Bruce?
Hey, you, what's back there?
Lady.
Nothing else?
Crates.
Crates of what?
Crates.
Crates and crates.
You know, if you stop talking and
What?
let me answer your questions.
She just said something.
Bruce.
Wait, Lucille, that wasn't you? You don't give one word answers. What?
I'm so confused. She says,
I
no,
think I just talked to a wall.
Are you sure it didn't get hit in the head?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, my head hurts pretty bad, so maybe you had the same thing happen to you.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that. Bruce gets like a sledgehammer. It's like,
I see him
Or a
grab the
wall.
sledgehammer. I hold his hand. I'm gonna look at my dad. I'm gonna make the portal.
Well, he can't exactly make it any more of a mess than it already is. If we're going to get whatever is on the other side out, we'll need a hole.
oh, it's typewriter
I just
expansion.
made one, and I have like the portal standing in front of me.
Can you?
Oh, it's
Can
a
I see
permanent
them?
portal.
I can take Bruce with me to the other side of the portal if you upgrade me.
Is the room back there, Lucille?
It's a smidge tight,
It's tight and you're in the dark.
and it's super dark. There's some
I grab
barrels, and my shoes are currently in about.
Is
3
there
inches
room
of
enough for Bruce and Kitty back there?
Sure, if you don't mind snuggling up next to Lucille.
Bruce takes a candle from one of the tables, and he's like, as long as this it's gonna do it.
Bruce, you're going to take a candle back there where it's covered in high-proof spirits.
As soon as you give me the upgrade, we're going through the portal.
I'm going to snuff the candle out and then send you.
Okay.
Give me a torch.
We're now very close
I
to this
drag
space.
him in with me. We go.
Okay, long and short of it, you find a way to get to what's in there. You might have to bust open the wall a little bit. If Flip lets the portal be boosted, you can carry stuff out. And you pull, you remove 3 large wooden crates and a barrel. Opening up the crates, one of them is filled with straw, top to bottom with straw. And in amongst the straw are, a dozen or so, maybe 15 bottles of Fennet, which is a liquor, traditionally. And in the name, Bruce, you recognize the name of the distillery that makes it. It is a Sicilian distillery that went out of business 5 years ago.
Oh,
So this is likely very expensive.
super snazzy.
And 2 of the crates are filled with wads of bound bills. Money, money, money. There, if you're looking through the bills, there's smaller and larger denominations, and by large denominations, I mean $20 bills. There is maybe $1 million-ish, give or take a couple $100,000 in these 2 crates. And Kitty pops the top off of the keg barrel because you notice looking at it, it's like it doesn't look like a liquor barrel. It doesn't have the bung hole and the stopper on the side, or any place to put a spigot. It's a proper coopered barrel with the bands on it and everything. She pops the top off of it, and the entire barrel is filled to the top, although you would imagine the bottom few inches of it are a little wet, with gunpowder. And that is where I'm ending today's game.
Oh, we found the powder keg.
Time for a TPK.
What?
I'm glad you didn't take the candle, Bruce.
Oh
When you've got a
my
I
bad
had an
God.
joker,
inkling. I knew what was in there, so I wanted to take a candle.
a candle and a bad joker. No.
Oh,
How would we do episode 3? 4?
I was like, I'm going through the thing as soon as you give me the upgrade.
yeah.
If everybody died, we'd invoke the Capers Noir story stuff and make you all into ghosts out to avenge your deaths. Because there are ghosts in Capers.
That would be
Fun.
amazing.
that's awesome.
Hey, if
you
I
did.
die, I'm haunting you all. No, I'm just kidding.
So there you go. That's where we're at. Whole bunch of money. Flip.
Oh yeah.
You've been in debt for a while.
I was about to say, is our debt done? Because didn't we negotiate the debt too for killing off?
We negotiated no interest and we just pay the flat as it is, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Is that what we negotiated?
Mesoria was considering relieving you of your debt entirely for.
Yeah,
for-
that's what I'm saying. We may have just made money. Yo.
Should we all
Well,
just leave the
something
city
should be-
now? We've just got the
Yeah.
money, just leave.
And the truck, I need a new dress though.
That's an exciting.
Get your new
story.
dress on the way out.
The next episode is just you guys on the road.
Get on the truck.
Traffic.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
presumably because this stuff belongs to someone and they'll trace us, so...
Sure.
Uh,
haven't come to get it for a while, so
I imagine
Send
they
it
were
while you got
storing it behind a wall, which we then rented from them. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching our sponsored Capers penultimate episode of The Powder Keg. The last episode will be next week at the same time, 3:30 p.m. GMT or 7:30 a.m. PDT, depending on your local equivalent. You can go type that into Google and it will tell you. Of course, this is sponsored by Nerdburger Craig, our GM. And you can find some lovely links in chat to discounted copies of the hardcover, softcover, and of course the PDF in various different bundles. And do go check them out and support Craig because Capers is pretty fun. I'm biased. I might be saying that because I'm sponsored or not. You have to make your own decision based on the fight we just
I'm
had.
not. I love Capers. And Craig. Go buy its stuff.
Yeah,
it was a good
this
fight. It was a
campaign
good
has been awesome.
And doing
I love
so.
that card system too. It's so neat.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Anyway, we need to go because we've got VTM in 25 minutes, and emotionally, I'm not ready for that.
No,
No.
I've had nightmares all week, so it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you ever emotionally ready for that? I don't think so.
Yeah, normally I'm fine, but I woke up today nervous as all hell. So,
What would make you say that, Zach?
well, Saito, something went down last week which we can't share here because people might not have seen that episode.
Oh no!
Spoilers.
But yeah, well,
Anyway, me and Dart will see you in 25 minutes, gang. Go check out Capers and the links we've got in chat. And next week, the final episode, we have gunpowder and money, so... and booze. This is going to get terribly wrong.
Woo!
Bye. Oh, wait, no. Where can... really quickly, we have an announcement coming, and where can people find people until next week? Let's start with Craig. Craig, who are you? What are you doing? Where we find you?
I'm at Nerdburger Craig on the Twitters. You can go to nerdburgergames.com to learn all sorts of other things that'll put you in touch with all sorts of things that are going on with me, other ways to get a hold of me. DriveThruRPG.com to buy my games, but not Capers. Buy those with the discount links because they're cheaper. And if you have not gotten your fill of Capers after this is done, I plan to run a full campaign, starting level all the way to wherever it goes. On my Twitch channel on Tuesday evenings for 2 hours a pop, and those will go up on video on demand afterwards too. So check the start times for that. Unfortunately, I will not be able to bring any of this cast along because they have all sorts of other great games to run. But I have found some fun people, so we're going to have some fun with that, and it's going to be the whole run. It'll be set in Chicago. It's going to be a lot of fun.
very nice.
Okay. Chelsea, what about you?
Chelsea, also known as Little Red Dot online. You can find me literally on all the social medias as Little Red Dot, except for Instagram. I think there's an extra T on Insta. And then I'll literally be right back here in like T minus less than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can find more out about me then.
Josh!
You can find me gaming FTL literally everywhere. So do that. Follow me on Twitch and YouTube.
Maggie!
You can find me at Margaret Crone in all the places. Bye.
Hi, and I'm Eric Lucian. I'm doing 5 RPG shows in 4 days because I'm also on Josh's on Tuesday, and then my Magecast on Tuesday and Josh's on Monday. I'll be joining. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've made my character. I'm so hyped to play a character that isn't XP deprived. Anyway, yeah, and Stargate penultimate episode tomorrow. Bye! Buttons.
Bye bye.